Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to Unnati Astrowala and Chitra Astroraj YouTube channel. My dear friends, in this video, I am going to talk about Dharma Trikona. And the way I am going to talk about Dharma Trikona is not going to be the same as you have listened from the others, or you might have seen some videos or you have read some contents. What I'm going to talk about Dharma Trikona is, as you know that Ascendant represent your this present birth. Fifth house represent your Sanchit karma or the previous birth, whole soul, whatever the karmas are there. And ninth house, whatever you are going to carry forward. In this life, if you are going to achieve the moksha, still this house, because it is house of fortunes. And how your fortunes are going to unfold. It may be a misfortune, it may be a fortune also. That means ninth house represent this also. Now, why this idea comes in my mind or how I practice this over a period of 4 year times when I had studied astrology in detail. Sometime I found the people who have taken a birth when ascendant are about to change. As you know that in a day of 24 hours, there are going to be 12 different ascendants who are going to rise. And out of that, there is some overlapping period between, depending upon the sunrise in winters and you can say summer, particularly. In summer, the transition period may be of 15 minutes, and in winters, the transition period may be of 30 minutes, whatever my observations are there. But that is not the topic for today's, you can say, knowledge sharing class. What I have found, see, Dharma Trikona, first house, fifth house, ninth house is same for everybody. Everybody who has taken birth has a Dharma Trikona. That is basically the first house, fifth house, and ninth house of the chart. And in Dharma Trikona, there are going to be different 4 Trikonas based on that. Why we are saying this, you can say Agni Tattva, Prithvi Tattva, Vayu Tattva, or Jal Tattva. The characteristic or the behavior of the native is going to take place. But what type of dharma is going to perform if it is going to be in 159? Dharma is related with the fire. Fire is literally doesn't mean fire. Fire means aggression. Fire means leadership qualities, because one may be of head of department Aries where he wants to be leader. The fifth house, he wants to be leader in terms of the status. Ninth house, he wants to be leader in terms of the knowledge. 159, there has to be fire inside the body to achieve that. And you have so many ascendant people of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You can see it. They have all the burning desire inside their body to become, you can say, number one in their respective, whatever the significance of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Or that they may not show, but there is that is the basically hidden characteristic. Now, inside that, as you know, there the nakshatras. Nakshatras plays very important role in astrology. What type of astrology you are doing, the nakshatra is going to be totally more important. And in nakshatra, because the nakshatra is going to, one nakshatra is going to be 13 degree 20 minutes, and inside that also there are 4 padas that is going to be, each pada is going to be of 3 degree 20 minutes. In Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, the 9 padas, you can say, of Ketu 4, the ruler of Ketu, that means Ashwini, or whatever the nakshatra ruled by, you can say Ketu. Ketu has that Ashwini, Maga, and Mula nakshatra. They are fall in that 4 whole padas fall in this tribe. Similarly, next Venus, Venus 4 padas will be there, and 1 pada of Sun. That means total 9 padas will be there, depending upon inside that also of burning or the part puja. Because whenever you have to do a part puja, havan, that has to be represented again by fire. Those 159 people may have inclination towards doing the havans or the whatever the pujas or rituals, or they may be a habit of lighting the lamps also. Okay, that means somewhere fire is going to be integral part of their life. And if they are not doing that, then that time they will face the problem or some changes in their life which makes them uncomfortable. That's why this Dharam Trikon is more important. You can survive in this world without earth. Maybe your life is not going to be that much comfortable, but earth is also important. Earth you are only going to get when you are going to perform karma. And when you are going to perform karma, your desires are going to be less. 3, 7, 11. Siblings, elder or younger siblings, and then your spouse or business, whatever the things are, they are the part of the desire house or kama house. And then moksha, finally, that you want to surrender at your home, you want to surrender to your circumstances, or finally to the God when death occurs. This is for 812. But the prominent is going to be the dharma. Because you have taken a birth based on your fifth house, you are going to exhibit your prarabdha, or you can say the prarabdha has to be more signified with the house number 1 and sanchit karma from the house number 5, and whatever results you are going to achieve. If you are a 20-year child, then at the age of 30, or you can say you are a newborn baby or 10-year-old baby, and after 20 years or 25 years, when you will start your own profession, that time ninth house get activated or prominently give the results. And this also can be used to actually identify your characteristic, and or you can say if somebody have need to know the correct ascendant to get up to the level of birth time rectification. This is the basic thing. Say, for example, I am giving an example, taking an example. You can see here I have written Dharma Trikon. There are 4, 8, 12, but this is a Dharam Trikon. That means the native when approached me, then he was asking me that his birth may be of 2 to 4 hours, 2 hours apart from, as per this, it may be this time or this time, in between that there. But whatever the rectification or whatever the, you can say, discussion they have with previous astrologers or previous experts, they had fixed their lagna as 4th Cancer sign. But I told, based on the DP or based on the characteristic exhibited by the native itself, that your ascendant is not going to be Cancer. See, Cancer ascendant Shri Ram, but wherever we have an opportunity to go through his chart, because it is now available at so many platforms. He has 4 Cancer ascendant, but there Jupiter and Moon are get exalted. And when these planets are in exalted, then the story becomes different. But in this particular case, in trine, if you see it, this Mars is in 5th house. You can say this Mars is a karka of brother, or Mars may be karka of husband, and Rahu may be karka of desires or illusions or overthinking, whatever you want to consider. But things are there, nowhere when I have a discussion with that native, nowhere inclination towards those. But when, now before going to the actual thing, here why I have considered this ascendant is the native at a particular degree has taken a birth. Ascendant 7.51 Pushya Nakshatra, and then the next planet is basically Mars. Mars is again in that you can say Anuradha Nakshatra, and Anuradha Nakshatra is of Saturn itself, and then Rahu again in Saturn Nakshatra, Uttra Bhadrapad Nakshatra. That natty 4, 8, 12 may you can say have of caring or unpredictable nature or sacrifice or doing social activities to the gathering. But I found this is not going to implement. Why? Because now in this, if I arrange degree wise days, three things, ascendant and then Rahu and Mars. Rahu comes first, that the native by birth will have lot of desires. Then this comes to the ascendant, and then this Mars. Mars may be a prakram, or you can say Rahu illusion is going to match with Mars, where this native may have so many blood related issues. Many things you can, or hypertension like type of things you can club. But I found being in a female native and all whatever the things she has gone through that, and actually whatever her appearance is telling, it is telling nothing. It is not going to be Cancer ascendant, or you can say next ascendant, past ascendant, that means Gemini. Now, when I approached or taken that range period, the ascendant comes now as Leo rising ascendant. And in trine, it is 591. 9 in the fifth house, there is no planet, but ninth is that spiritual wants to be acquire lot of knowledge, because 9 is basically an all-rounder type of group. And Mercury in the ascendant itself in the Leo sign, that means the native may have some communication issues depending upon the nakshatra, or may be prominent in communications or Mercury trade. And finally, if the degree is going to be matched with the moon, that means always going to be lot of changes in the life, because ascendant is 8 degree. Ascendant is 8 degree, and Mercury in the sign of Leo in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra, and Apurva Falguni Nakshatra, that means Venus Nakshatra, and ascendant is rising in the Maga Nakshatra, that is Ketu, and finally this it is going to moon. That means Ketu is now basically meeting with the moon. Ketu is intuition, moon is going to be mind or thought. This particular native at the very old age have inclination towards the spirituality or learning lot of dharmic things, not only astrology, other things. That means because it is going to carry the agami karma. It is carrying, if somebody is in above the age of 70 years and you can say regressly start learning something related to intuition, that means the result is more prominent from K2 to moon. I have many examples where I have interacted with many, you can say, clients or friends, or you can say when I learned with some learned persons, and I have not particularly opened up about this idea, but first time I am sharing, because I had promised myself that on every Tuesday at Chitra Astroraj and Unnati Astrovara YouTube channel, I will share some part of my knowledge which I deemed very appropriate and nobody else shares. Still, the people have so many negative tendencies and positive tendencies, their karma, it is my karma, I am sharing. And I humbly request those who doesn't like, please don't watch the video, because you'll have no karma with me. Those like, you can watch, you can give your feedback also. You are open. But threatening to anybody is not going to solve anybody purpose. It's rest of the thing, because there are so many YouTube channels, so many astrologers. You might be dumped by so many things, but I have never cheated anybody. Whatever I am charged very less fees, and in that less fees, there may be good karma and bad karma, according to me. But thing is, whatever I am sharing, I am more than happy that I am sharing at free of cost. Jai Shri Ram.